6 months ago, I sat in this exact spot and I told you that I was going to face redundancy. 3 months ago, I quit my job. Was it worth it? What's happened in them 6 months? Stay till the end and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, and I'm going to tell you if it was worth it. But for now, let's have a recap on what's happened, on what jobs I've done, and just kind of some of the issues and some of the problems I've had to face. Stay tuned, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
We had the meeting with HR. We didn't see it coming. And HR sat around the table and told us that this time next week, one of you, or maybe two of you, are going to be gone. And that really hit like a lead balloon. I personally have never been in that situation before. I've never faced redundancy, and I didn't like it. But from that moment on, I thought something's got to change. I've got a family. I've got 2 children. I'm married. I've got a mortgage. And I'm not one to sit idly by and wait for what I might think or what could be inevitable. I've got someone who I don't know in HR telling me that I could be sacked next week or made redundant. So fast forward, we found out that, the company actually made 6-7 people redundant. Our team, we all had our hours reduced, and therefore I lost a day a week. So as it stands, I don't work there on Monday. So Monday is my day to build up my business. But I'm still employed Tuesday to Friday so far. So it's a bit of a challenge because work isn't picking up. We still don't know what's happening. So I am fully committed really now to build up Knot and Nail. So really, guys, the goal is simple. I've lost £400 a month. I've got to replace that income. And I've got to take back control. Let's go. I thought I'd do a little update because I've been a bit quiet on the old new venture, new business front. So I thought I'd do a quick video and just kind of say how it's going. If you followed the series at all, you'll know it's not been easy. So if you haven't, just as a bit of a recap, going back to December, our company was facing redundancies. And because of that, thankfully, I didn't lose my job completely, but I did have reduced hours. So I've dropped to Monday and I work employed Tuesday to Friday. But that's at the moment. Because work's still up in the air, there's no kind of new contracts coming in, nothing promising happening. So long story short, it's still not promising. But I'm not the kind of guy who I can just sit back and wait for something to happen. I've got to do something about it. So if you don't know already, if you've not seen any previous videos, I've been employed now for about 2.5 years. Prior to that, I was self-employed for 10 years. So I'm kind of used to speaking to customers, getting work, getting out there and looking after myself, so to speak, in the business world. But I went employed. A friend of mine says a good opportunity. Okay, great. You know, pension, sick pay, holiday pay, it's all good, isn't it? When you've been self-employed for 10 years, all those things are great. But now I've kind of been forced to go back self-employed to a point where I'm set up a new business, Knot and Nail. What do you think? Knot and Nail maintenance. So my idea is stick to what I know. I'm a gardener. I'm a qualified gardener, and I did everything from cutting Mrs. Jones's lawn for 20 quid right the way to managing 17-acre estates. I'm qualified with the RHS, so I like to think I'm a proper gardener, but I always dabble. Anything, as you've seen, if you've seen any of my other videos, I will buy and sell on Facebook. I sell Pokemon cards on eBay. I buy Lego bundles on Facebook. I love it. I love the hustle. But professionally, business-wise, I've kind of always been in the service game, maintenance. So I took the risk. I took a loan out. I bought myself a van. I've got a little VW Caddy. The very first week I had that, it broke down. and then I lost a day's work. It cost me £440 to fix. The week after that, or is the week before that, we had really bad snow, so I lost a day. And it's just been a bit of a welcome back to self-employment. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's life. But at the moment, I've had a few good days. Last week I did gardening and a gutter clean. The week before I did 2 or 3 gutter cleans. Seeing, you know, is it working? Has it got a future? Has it got some integrity to it? So I just want to do a bit of an update, guys, and show you what's happening. I've got my new uniform now. Not a Nail is the name of the business. So I've got to go through the process now of officially becoming self-employed again. So, you know, bit of a minefield again. Like I said, I've not done any of that, not done my taxes for like 3 years, because the boss, the employment does all that now, whereas I'm going to have to go back and sort all that out myself. So I'm going to have to relearn all your self-assessment and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I don't really know which way to go, because obviously while I'm still employed, I get the holiday pay, the sick pay, but I enjoy being self-employed. You know, I've just done a job. Now I've got no more work for the rest of the day. It's midday, so I might just go for a bike ride. I might do some chores in the house. You know, I drop my daughter off at school and my son at nursery. So on these days I get like a nice balance. You know, I can do the school run, go off, earn my money, and get back for a reasonable hour. It's nice, bit of freedom, and I miss that. I miss the freedom of self-employment. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for now. I think I just wanted to do a little video, just let you know where I am, what I'm doing. But if you like this kind of thing, please subscribe, follow the journey. If you like hustling, buying and selling, bargain hunting, whatever, I'm kind of doing it all. My channel's a little bit here and there, a bit messy at the moment. You know, I'm trying to find my niche, my area, you know. But I think generally it is just about hustling. You know, always hustling. I think that's just what it is. It's this is new for me. I'm not really used to kind of talking to the camera and doing channel, but I thought for my own sake, if nobody watches this, I can look back and see where I've come and how I started again. So if you like it, guys, please subscribe, follow the journey, and yeah, tune in next time for the next video. Ciao for now.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. I thought this is a perfect time to do a little van tour, and give a bit of an update. As you know, I've had a bit of a nightmare this past few weeks setting up again on my own, but here it is. Here's my van. Yes, it is an ex-British Gas van, and I'm since learning that apparently they're not that reliable. I thought it'd be clever, get a VW, you know, good reputation. But anyway, it's less the negativity, it's back on the road, okay? It was in the garage for 4 days last week. I had no work on Monday, and the van cost me £430. So anyway, let's get into it. So at the moment, I haven't got a great deal of stuff. As you know, if you've been following, I don't have much tools. I've got my gutter vac and all that kind of poles and ladder ready for gutter cleaning. Also got my little safety tool chest, armour guard. I've got that bolted down now. I did say I was going to share the rough with the smooth, and today's definitely the rough side. Went to start the engine and it sounded like someone had emptied a bag full of nuts and bolts in the engine bay. So not good. So the van has officially, after 1 week, broke down. To make a huge decision. I'm at a fork in the road, and I either go one way or another. That's it. Where I'm at now is not sustainable.
day off in the week, the day that I lost due to a redundancy process, is now full with my own service business. Gardening, gutter cleaning, pressure washing. I'm doing jobs after work, and I've got no other time to do any more work. And yet, slowly, my little service business is growing. I put the request into my employer to drop a day, and last week it was denied. So it's put me in a very tricky situation. And for the life of me, I cannot make this decision. Do you know what this is? This is my notice. That's right. Today I am going to quit my 9-to-5 job. So there we go, guys. I have officially quit my job. I've handed in my notice, and no one said anything. Not a dicky bird. Follow procedure, handed it in to the supervisor, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, no worries. The manager knows now. He knew this morning, and I've spoke to him since, and he said absolutely nothing, not mentioned it. I just thought, well, you know what, that sums it all up. It's a big day today, and I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited as well. So let's get into it. Hello and welcome back. So today is a big day for me. It's the 1st of June, and today is my first day on my new contract. On the contract that enabled me to quit my 9-to-5 job. And I'm going there today for the first time on my own. So I'm a little bit nervous. How it felt last night, because it's a Monday today. You ever get that feeling when you go into the airport and you keep double checking that you've got your passport and you've packed everything? You've got all your luggage and everything that you need for your holiday. That's how I was yesterday. It was really strange. I've not felt like that for a long time. Because this contract is like, it's an hour and 20 minutes from my house. So it's not on the door. And it's a big job. There's a lot of mowing, a lot of strimming, you know, there's weed spraying. And again, it's the first time I'm there. It's the first of the month, and this is the job that enabled me to quit my job, my employed job. So my first week as self-employed has been completed. And what a week it's been. Very interesting. Not what I thought, to be honest, but it's been alright. And I am now just starting my second week. And it's really weird to think that I am completely on my own now. It is a very strange feeling. It's almost like employed life, even though it was just 2 weeks ago. It feels like a distant memory. All right, guys, welcome back. Does something look a little bit different? Come check out my new van. I am super excited. I've just picked it up. Can you guess what it is? Got a lot more space in here. I've got 3 seats. That means I can get both kids in here now, as opposed to just picking my favourite. And the one I don't like the most can go in the back. Check this out, guys. Just got to wait for a car coming past. Look at this. Oh. Check out this, guys. So, fast forward to today. We're coming to the end of August, and I'm just finishing my first 3 months self-employed running my own business. Was it worth it? Well, the short story is yes and no. Because it all depends what you want from life. I'm not going to lie to you, it's been difficult, it's been stressful, it's been hard work. But parts of it have been worth it. I've got the freedom, the flexibility. Over the past 3 months, I've gone to 2 different sports days for my children. I've gone to end of year recitals, music concerts, all that kind of thing. And I've just fitted it around my work. I've been on holiday. I've just spent a lovely week down Cornwall. So it gives you that freedom, that flexibility that people talk about, but is it really freedom? Is it really flexibility? I've just gone away for a week, but while I was away, I earned nothing. I didn't earn a penny. And believe me, I've spent an absolute fortune down Cornwall. I am proper skint. Go into the arcades, every shop you go into, the kids want something. A meal out for a family of 4 is not cheap. Whereas for the past 3 years, I've gone on holiday and I've been paid for holiday because I was employed. But the long story short is, you're doing it for yourself. And it's amazing when you put your mind to it, what you can actually achieve. I was worried, I was stressed when we got that announcement of making redundancies. I got my hours reduced, and I thought I would do this video as a bit of an update for all the new people who have subscribed to the channel. And I want to say a massive thank you to all 500 of you that have decided to follow my journey. I really do appreciate it. As you've just seen, 6 months ago, I sat in that exact same spot and I said, I'm facing redundancy. I don't know what I'm going to do. But all I know I have to do is replace that income that I have lost. Did I do it? Yes, I did. And if anything, I didn't just replace that income that I lost. I replaced an entire salary of employment. And I just wanted to say, as a bit of a message to anyone who's watching this, and I know there's people who are thinking about starting their own business, who are stuck in a dead-end job, go for it. If it's something you really want to do, just go for it. And I'm not saying to you, quit your job. I would never say that to anybody. But what I'm saying is, any spare time you have, try it. Whatever trade you want to do, generally, people who are watching this want to be a gardener or are gardeners, gutter cleaners, roof cleaners, that kind of thing. Start it up in your own time, okay? You've got to give it a go. Don't sit there wondering, what if? And I'll tell you now, it's not been easy because I didn't plan for this. I really didn't. A year ago, I was happy in employment. I was getting my pension paid into. Everything was great. There was no issues. I'm not going to slag off the company that I work for. It was great. But until I faced that, the redundancy, then everything changed. I went into panic mode.
I knew I had to do something. I couldn't sit idly by thinking, what if? What am I going to do? What if I lose my job? All these thoughts were running through my head. So I literally started from nothing. Okay, I started in the back of my car. I bought a gutter cleaner on finance. I bought a roof scraper on finance. And I started doing gutter cleaning. I would do adverts on Facebook that were free. I would jump on the community groups and I would advertise on there. And it got to the point where probably 3 months in, I bought myself a van. Again, I took a loan out to buy that van. It was a big risk. But now I look back, and it's interesting for me as well to see the videos that I've just put up where I'm kind of showing you a glimpse into what's led to this point. When I did that first van tour of my caddy, I opened the back doors and I had no tools. And that's exactly the truth. I had no tools. I had a gutter vac. So every time I went out, I would do a gutter clean. I had some cards made up on Vistaprint. And I would tell the customer that I also do gardening. I never planned on doing gardening again, I'll be honest with you. But I soon realised that you can't have a business solely gutter cleaning because it's very seasonal. So I started gardening again, but I had nothing. So every job I did, I would try and buy another tool. I started off, I bought a lawnmower, I got a cheap strimmer, a hedge cutter, and there was teething problems with all these things. The hedge cutter broke down, the strimmer wasn't working properly. It was a bit of a nightmare, if I'm being completely honest with you, but I did what I had to do. And fast forward to now, as you've seen, I've just got my second van. Bigger, newer, more reliable. And at the moment, I've got all the tools that I need. I've got my mower, my strimmer, my blower, hedge cutter, long reach. My gutter vac is paid off. My roof scraper is paid off. I paid the loan off for my first van, and now I've got my second van. And yeah, there's not much more to say. It's been a bit of an eye-opener. This past 6 months, it's been a whirlwind. But you can see that you can do it. You can. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. And you don't need loads of money to set up. Just get your first few customers off Facebook for free. Do a job, buy a tool. Do another job, buy another tool. Buy what you can afford. Always get the best equipment that you can afford at that time. I would always kind of argue against buying brand new equipment straight away. Just trial it. Go on Facebook, get something that's second hand that's been serviced, and go from there. But I sit here now in the same field I was when I came to you and asked the gardening community for help on how to run a business at the same time as being employed. And now the rest is history. So was it worth it? Yes, it was, really. When I think about it, it was, because the future's in my hands. I haven't got a HR telling me that I might lose my job next week. Am I making more money than I was? Yes, I am. I'm making quite a lot more than I was. And that's all because I took the plunge. I believed in myself. But really, I was kind of forced into it. Sometimes we need this push. We need something to happen, or somebody telling us to go for it, for us to actually make that move. Don't get me wrong, when I was employed, I was bored. The job itself was very comfortable. I'm not going to lie, it was great. The people I worked with were great. I've made some great friends. And I know people are watching this right now who I used to work with, and I still keep in contact with them to this day. Awesome lads. But the job itself was boring, right? And I kept thinking, oh, I miss being self-employed. I miss running my own business. I miss the freedom. But I was comfortable. And nothing was going to take me away from that until something happened that was out of my control. So I just hope, guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I've got big plans for this channel, big plans for Knot and Nail. And my message to you guys, like I said, is just go for it. Originally, I started a YouTube channel, right? And I called it Always Hustling.
Because as soon as I found out that I was going to lose hours, I lost £400 a month. And I knew I had to make that back. Okay? So that channel was called Always Hustling. I was selling things, buying things, upselling, whatever. I was just hustling to try and make that money back. And I did it for a few months until I thought, right, okay, I'm going to start gutter cleaning. I'm going to set up my own thing. And here we are. The channel is now Not a Nail. And that's my company, Not a Nail Maintenance. So that company now that I started from absolutely nothing is paying the bills, got me a new van, got me the equipment I needed. And also this channel, like I said, I've just hit 500 subscribers and I really appreciate that. And that's something that I never could have dreamed of, to be honest. The last channel I did kind of flopped and I deleted it. So this was a big risk for me to do this again, put myself out there. But I thought this is a great time just to do an update. So I hope you enjoy this, guys, and I hope you can take something from it. Big thank you and shout out to all the guys out there who I'm speaking to regular now. Cooper's Lawn Care, SGM, Sam at SGM Maintenance. All these kind of people, you've been a big help, just chewing the fat with. And this is what I wanted. I wanted to start a community or get in the community. Either way, just meet new people. Because the gardening, self-employment, running your own business can be a very lonely place. Don't think it's all bells and whistles, because it's not. Yeah, it can be very good, but when you've got the highs, you've got the lows. But like and subscribe, guys. I'm going to finish it there. I don't want to keep waffling on, but I hope you enjoyed this 6-month update. Goodbye for now, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.